Now, in sports, the men's NCAA Final Four is set after a shocking upset in the Elite Eight, where 11th seeded North Carolina State defeated longtime rivals Duke Blue Devils with a score of 76 to 64. This marks North Carolina State's first Final Four appearance since 1983, making them the lowest seeded team to achieve this feat, tying the record with other underdogs like LSU, George Mason, VCU, Loyola, Chicago, and UCLA. Duke's hopes for another Final Four appearance were dashed as North Carolina State secured a double-digit lead with just under 7 minutes left in the game. North Carolina State will face the Purdue Boilermakers, while the Yukon Huskies will compete against the Alabama Crimson Tide in the Final Four. The winners will advance to the NCAA Championship game on April 8th. Additionally, Yukon dominated against Illinois. Alabama secured a victory over Clemson, and Purdue narrowly defeated Tennessee in the Elite Eight matchups. The best game to watch today is LSU versus Iowa, as these two teams actually meet again. Caitlin Clark versus Angela Reese. Boy, oh boy, it's going to be quite a night. So as soon as we finish this video, we are going to catch up on that game right away. Say, are you watching the NCAA games? Or should we call it the March Madness? Comment below. So the women will actually play the final game on April 7th. However, the men will play the final game on April 8th. Now, April 8th date is actually a very lucky day, we should say, because also on April 8th there will be an eclipse. An eclipse is, for those that don't know, an eclipse occurs when one celestial body moves into the shadow of another, blocking or dimming its light. So solar eclipse happen when the moon passes between the earth and the sun, while lunar eclipses occur when the earth comes between the sun and the moon. A total solar eclipse is set to occur in the United States on April 8th, as we said, offering stargazers, anybody passionate about space, basically nationwide, the chance to witness the rare phenomenon where the moon completely covers the sun. The eclipse will travel through the United States and reach all the way to Canada. Precisely, the best spot to actually see this eclipse is in Mexico, because this eclipse is actually leaving Mexico, traveling through Texas, Arkansas, Missouri, Illinois, Indiana, Kentucky, and then the eclipse will also be seen very much on the east side of the United States, so anywhere near or within Ohio, Pennsylvania, New York, Vermont, New Hampshire, and the Maine. But it would also, some parts of Canada will also see the eclipse, and it's places like the province of the Quebec, but it's not all of the province that will be able to see it. Only those that are more like on the south, the east side of the United States. Donald Trump's Truth Social stock falls 25%, taking Donald Trump's stake down more than $2.5 billion. So first of all, for those that don't know, Truth Social is Donald Trump's social media. That's where, remember when he got banned from Twitter for expressing his mind? He got censored, essentially. So he decided to create his own social media where he would communicate freely with his base. So that's how Truth Social was born. Now, Truth Social just went public, was it last week? And the stock went from, what, $40 to $79 or something like that. Today, the stock has plummeted by 25%, and so Donald Trump's stake in the company has gone down by $2.5 billion. Why did the stock go down? Usually a stock will go down after a company. Well, first of all, like we said, that the stock went public last week. Usually a stock that actually opens up like that will go high, 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 and then it will plummet because people will take profits, right? So when investing in stock, oftentimes people will look at the usability of the stock, like what's the product behind the stock that they're buying. But they will also look at the financials. So the financials are usually what indicates that the company is doing well or will be doing well, or the company has a game plan to actually be profitable in the years to come. So the stock has plummeted essentially because the financials of Truth Social has come out and the numbers weren't adding up, and so a lot of people have left the market. That's what the news says. But according to us, most people that actually went into this stock are what we call dumb money. Dumb money is usually single investors, right? The opposite of that would be the big companies like BlackRock and JP Morgan, all those people. So dumb money is just regular people like you and I, like you and us. So what we believe happened is dumb money actually got into this stock to make quick bucks. That's what it is. And they probably made the money and they exited the market. For Donald Trump, though, having Truth Social is also a very good or lucrative way for him to actually make money fast and use that money to pay his bills because he's caught up in some lawsuits that are, are still ongoing. One of them, Donald Trump, is it Carol Jean versus Donald Trump or something like that. The lawsuit got announced. The lawsuit was ruled, and Donald Trump owes over $700 million or something like that. But it got hashed down to around $400 million. But it's Donald Trump, we know, doesn't have that money in his bank account. Even if he does, he will never touch it. So using Truth Social is a way for Donald Trump to come up with that money faster so he could actually settle his debts and these lawsuits that he has hanging on his head. Former NFL cornerback Vontae Davis passed away at the age of 35 years old. He was found dead by the police at his Florida home. He used to play for the Miami Dolphins, but was playing for the Buffalo Bills until his death. His team issued a communique in his honor. The Buffalo Bills said, "We are saddened to learn of the passing of Vontae Davis. We are thinking of his friends, family, and loved ones during this difficult time. Rest in peace." Also, actress Barbara Rush passed at the age of 97 years old. And this is not April Fool's. Last, in the world of the news, the disgraced South Carolina lawyer Alex Mudaugh has been convicted to 40 years in prison without parole for stealing millions of dollars from victims, including allegedly killing his son and his wife. This guy has been convicted, so technically we're not supposed to be using the allegedly, but we're just using it just in case, so we're all covered. But yeah, so Alex Mudaugh, just to give you a little bit of overview, this guy was a lawyer. He was very well known in the, forgot the name of the city, but it's a small town. Being a lawyer runs in the family. And this guy would actually cover up a lot of crimes, allegedly, that involved his family. He would even create some of them so he could actually cash out on the insurance. And the last straw was when he actually killed he actually killed his son, or set the scene to kill his son and wife, when these two were trying to be the voice of the reason, try to prevent him from ruining their lives or going deeper in debt, which they were already. So this is just a summary, but if you really want to follow this story by the letter, we recommend you watch is it Law and Order. It's a channel on YouTube, and they actually cover crimes, like law and crimes, and they actually went into in depth actually into this case. And also there's a Netflix documentary about this family as well, so you could watch that, and it will give you a pretty good knowledge and summary of how this ex or former attorney went from being, you know, a legit and respectable attorney to being a disgraced human being now rotting in prison. So that's that. We will stop right here because, as you know, we have to rush and watch that LSU versus Iowa women's basketball game. So we will see you in the next one. Don't forget to subscribe and like and all that good stuff. Bye.